Juan again from Physique Transformation Academy, and today I want to show you my lower 3 workout. I'm currently doing an upper-lower split. At times I'll throw in there push-pull legs off, and then I'll go back to upper-lower off, upper-lower off. As you can see, this is my leg workout. You saw at the beginning where the captions where it's at, but the first video exercise that I start my leg day off with is going to be glute ham raises. This is one of the best exercises you can do for hamstrings. I'm a huge fan of it, very difficult. Especially since I'm just starting this rotation out right now. I'm not the best at it, but as you notice, I'm going slow, trying to keep the glutes tight, trying to keep my body straight, getting a big, deep stretch in the hamstrings. And then as I come up, I try really hard not to let my glutes come up in the hips first. And I try to come up all in unison as if I was doing a leg curl. So if you notice, I'm starting to struggle there. The key to everything is train to absolute failure and fail with good form. If you notice there, I failed at the bottom with the stretch, couldn't do any more reps. From there, I move on to my Romanian deadlift. In this workout, I really focus a little bit more on starting off with hamstring work. So, heavy foreplate Romanian deadlift. If you notice, kick the hips back, control, stop for a second at the bottom, come up and contract hard. It's back, pause, up hard. I focus heavily on getting that big, deep stretch that my mobility will allow. And as I come up, I thrust forward and send my adductors and glutes forward as I do that hard contraction. I probably could have got another rep. Then up next is going to be Smith machine squats. So 315 on there. I count the bar only as 15 pounds, as that's how much it weighs. And I like to do them for this rotation, as earlier in the week I've already barbell squatted heavy. I do close stance with heel elevated to really allow myself to focus heavily on the quads. I go nice and deep. I stop on the safeties for just a slight second while keeping hard tension of the quads and come up. I feel every single fiber just tear on the way down and contract up as if I were on stage, holding that contraction in the front relaxed pose. I think that's the key. A lot of people will lose tension on the way down, will come up and just relax onto the knees and walk out on the knees, as opposed to really walking out the muscle being worked. A major thing is trying to be relaxed with your face and keeping all the tension on the muscle you're trying to work. I go for that last rep there, couldn't get it, absolute fail. Then we go into banded leg press. Big fan of banded leg press. Allows the resistance to get harder as I come up. Not a ton of weight. I believe only 8 plates aside here. But I do like to go deep, and I set a safety at the bottom. That way I can make sure to hit the proper depth every single time I'm looking for. Pause, push up hard. Nice and slow. Pause, push up hard with the quad. And if you notice, again, I'm not locking on my knees at any point. I'm locking out right onto the muscle. I'm flexing the quads as hard as I can, the hamstrings, glutes, everything. Now this one I like to do when I feel a little bit higher, because again, this day I do like to focus a little bit more on adductor, hamstring, glute, as opposed to other days where I focus a little bit more on quads specific work. Again, if you notice, I'm going to as close to failure as I can. I wanted to reach failure, but after this rep, I truly didn't think I could do it. So, that's the last rep. Shutting off. Then I move on to 2 sets of single leg press. It's good to do some unilateral work. On my other days, I might do a Bulgarian split squat or a lunge variation. But today, since I'm on the leg press, I like to just leave that on there, remove some weight, and focus heavily on getting that nice deep stretch. Pause, push up hard, and continue just frying the quads to their absolute limit until I can't get any more reps. If you notice, that's going to be the left side right there, and I'm taking that again to absolute failure. As I push up, I'm pushing up as hard and as fast as I possibly can, and if you notice the speed, like even though I'm pushing as hard and fast as I can, the speed just slows down. Okay, now the right side, I'm noticing there, it's a little bit too fast, a little bit faster than the left side, so I need to work on that for next time in order to maximize the tension on there. But again, my quads are just absolutely fried at this point, and that's the goal, to incur maximum tension, maximum stimulus in order to grow. As I finish this exercise, I like to go to the Smith machine and now do some glute work. Glutes are super important for a bodybuilder, not only in terms of health, but weightlifting, keeping lower back safe, keeping a nice rounded physique as well. So We do some heavy hip thrusts here, 4 plates aside, about 375 pounds. And the big thing is pause at the bottom, come up and squeeze as hard as you can. Pause at the bottom, come up and squeeze as hard as you can.